Alright guys, I'm going to take this video and try and answer some of the questions and comments I've gotten down below, as well as for those in the Discord server. It'd seem a good amount of y'all are getting stuck somewhere around level 30, and not quite sure how to move from killing bosses to one-hitting and farming bosses, or maybe just not quite sure on what optimal enchants or gear for diving into hell and not having the worst experience ever. So we'll talk about refining your gear, what some good armor and enchants will look like, an XP farm, and then I'll probably throw in whatever other useful tips I find while adventuring in the world of Craftopia. So, let's do the thing. So when it comes to refining your weapons, we got two different stations. We have the refinery and the skilled refinery. Apparently it doesn't matter which one you have. Maybe the skilled refinery is quicker, not entirely sure. But you have refining stones. You can make the refining stone fragments from, I believe, 1 stone, 1 iron ore, and 1 silver ore, or something of that matter. You do that in the furnace. And then you can turn like a bunch of these into one of those. Anyways, disregard all that. Just get to like an 8-star or higher weapon. With the 8-star, you'll still be using these, so just keep climbing on the stars before you worry about refining something. If you really want to refine some early on, go for the swords that you can mass produce easily, so you can get up to Kai plus 99, which is going to be 199 refinement. So, what actually matters, it's not those either, is your high grade refining stones and your highest grade refining stones. Because you'll probably be able to make up the distance to kill bosses or farm bosses to get these by getting better enchants on your armor and weapons. So don't be too concerned about refining right off the bat. When you get a good wall and you're able to when you hit a wall and you're able to actually farm your high grade refining stones, which I believe would be either level 5 or 6, that would be a good place to start refining some weapons for you. So I have 2 examples over here that we'll cover. So just to show you, we'll use the standard one. I'll throw 1 Amon's dagger. Let's do this. We'll go a plus 25 in there, so it can get up to Kai plus 50, so 150. And then we'll do a single in there. And then on this side, we'll just throw the standard. At some point. Can I get an autosave? You sure can. Alright, cool. And then, Amon's dagger. So it's a 14-star weapon. So when you put the high grade in there, since I got a plus 25 and the other side, it would be over plus 20. So, I need the highest grade in there, and it'll be able to carry over. And because it's a plus 25 going in there, it's going to take just slightly longer to go all the way around than just a single sword. So I'll show you on the skilled one over here. I'll even show you, so let's say you have a good refined weapon with good enchants. But now you have an unrefined weapon with the best enchants. But your weapon's already maxed out in refinement. Well, just throw that bad boy in there. It's only an 8-star, so you only need these fragments. And then, your new weapon with the better enchants, we can even do a plus 25. It should take it up to max. Voila! So, no, it won't go over, but at least you can now carry your enchants over to a better sword if you happen to get best in slot there. So, that is also an opportunity. So yeah, they take a minute. You can speed up the process by using a certain skill under living, tuning up. So tuning up, it'll just be an AoE. It does have a 3-minute cooldown, so make sure everything in there is, or make sure you're in the perimeter that you want. So let's check out Amon's dagger over here on the end, plus 27. Sweet. So it just stacks on whatever's refined onto the one at the very end. So you don't have to worry about wasting your best in slot enchants. So refine away once you get to that level in the game. So remember, I don't recommend wasting your time with the first 3. When you get to the point that you can kill bosses and farm the high-grade refining stones, it's probably going to be level 5 or level 6 islands. That's when you should start worrying about refining your weapons to improve overall damage, and then you'll get these on level 7 islands. So, for a 10-star plus weapon, you'll need high grade for the first 20, as well as an exact same weapon for refinement. And then for 21 plus, you'll need the highest grade refining stones if it's a 10-star or higher. So, yeah, that's hopefully a quick, short burst on refinement. Maybe I did that one a little better than the last. Hopes and dreams. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, guys, and I'll definitely help you out in the comments down below. So, on to the next thing. Alright guys, when it comes to weapons and armor, we're going to talk about what's useful for 1, crafting, and 2, actually spending time to refine and make 100 plus weapons of the same exact thing. Across those 100 plus weapons, hopes and dreams you actually get the best in slot enchants or the ones you're looking for. Yeah, RNG will be a good time there. So, I'll cover the enchant points here shortly, but we will start with our weapons. Starting off, your best in slot for magic would probably be the Frost Rose Edge, offering quite a few opportunities for different enchants, but it will be a hefty sum of materials to make enough to refine it up to max. I have a video on all the best in slot weapons at their max refinement, so you can check out what its damage does over there. A good follow-up would also be the Flower Staff of the Spirit Queen, so the materials you can farm from Fleor on the Cherry Blossom Island, or if you happen to find her somewhere in the dungeon. Yeah, it's just a strong weapon once you get it up to a high or max refinement, and then takes the previous Flower Staff as well as some hardwoods. That gives you some interesting opportunities for enchants for a magic type build. Another good option is going to be your Boa Spear Nagahara. Nagahara? Something like that. Your Boa Spear. It does poison or toxin the enemy as you hit them, but it doesn't stack like arrows do, so it's not quite as significant. I maybe got up to 200 as opposed to about 12,000 per damage tick. So there's a big difference there. Regardless, there are 2 pretty interesting skills you can use the spear for. You have the Vorpal Dance, which does a magic drain on your magic as you do damage, and then its final hit will do a significant sum, which I've hit about 216k, so it's decent. It works pretty well. And then the Dragon Dance or Leap, whatever the attack is, where you come crashing down, so it's pretty useful with the spear too. So the bow spear paired with a good shield can be a solid sword and board build for yourself. And then over here in the corner we have the composite bow, another good option. Bows are actually my favorite build in this game. Yes, you can get the sharpshooter, but it's through an NPC quest, so the likelihood of you getting enough to max refine it are very low. So at least with the composite bow, I think it does over like 800 or 900 damage max refine, so it's pretty solid. Plus you have the opportunity of leather and hardwood for some different enchants, so it can be unique. If you are late game and you got a lot of available platinum ingots, not a bad idea to just like get one of these guys, especially if you just need a secondary weapon to carry around with. I don't know. Damage and repair isn't as bad or taxing as it used to be, so. Anyways, it's super easy to get a bunch of platinum ingots and get this guy to max refinement. Just throwing that out there. Oh, bam! So, moving on over, we got these bad boys. And yes, even the Platinum Shield, you can get some pretty sturdy enchants on. So you could get like Crimson Dragon, Fire Demon, or I don't know, you could even mix match the logs and have some different variants there. So it'd be like Crimson Dragon, Fire Demons, Fire Deceased. Anyways, you can get a pretty cool shield. This guy is great. You get a little bit more movement speed, jump height, that's cool, but the 10% attack speed will be noticeable. The Estushion, great for magic build, and then these 2 guys are in your offhand slot. So if you got a staff and then you want to put together a sweet enchant stack on this guy, then it gives you another attack speed and magic buff that's decent. Or if you're going 2-hander, you can get the Iron Gauntlet, throw that in your offhand slot, that way you're not missing out on a 4-stack potential enchant buff. Your accessories! Ignore these things, they're just literally handicapping yourself. Like, there's no point. So, yeah. What's useful, the Amulet of Versatility can be really nice. Fish fillets, again, you can find some interesting enchants. I found a legendary fish at some point, so that could have been a pretty cool amulet. Detoxifying mushrooms you'll find in the Abandoned Mine. It's one of the dungeons throughout the islands. Snow's easy to accumulate. Black gunpowder, not too bad. And if you collect the right feces, you could get a really cool enchant here. So I've gotten Fleor feces. I've gotten Crimson Dragon feces. It was actually just Crimson feces. And I've also gotten Dangerous feces. So that's why I highly recommend setting up a feces farm for crocodiles, because you could get dangerous on one of these enchants. And having dangerous black gunpowder, it's kind of cool, right? And then the steel ingot, of course, again, you have lots of opportunities. So when it comes to iron, you have dangerous that's dropped from crocodiles. You have thief boss iron ore that's dropped from a level 90 or higher Kevin. That's for his attack enchant. You also have a hidden in darkness iron ore dropped from a level 90 or higher Kevin. That's the magic enchant. You get Crimson Dragon iron ore dropped from a level 1 to level 3 island Crimson Dragon, I believe. So yeah, there's a good amount of opportunities for different iron ores out there, especially with, like, I think the Cyclops has something now. I don't know, they've added some things. So yeah, great opportunity for some good enchants, and it also just provides resistance to each of the things, which will stack if you get 2 of these amulets. So you would technically have level 2 resistance to each of the biome effects. That's pretty useful. And then same thing with these guys, it's just various enchants that you can stack that are nice. So the Iron Ring and the Iron Amulet are good early game. You can get a 4-stack Iron Ore enchant here. You could do like 2 Crimson Dragon Iron Ingots, 1 Dangerous Iron Ingot, and 1 Thief Boss Iron Ingot. So that'd give you a potential 4-stack enchant, and then just have plain colored glass to up your odds. Or if you're going for a magic build, kill the Reaper boss enough times, he'll drop glass with his magic enchants on it, so then you can just do like hidden in darkness iron ingots and whatever his magic enchants on the glass are for an opportunity at a magic style amulet. So those are 2 easy opportunities for getting some high level enchants right off the bat, and then you're not spending a ton of time trying to get this guy to its peak performance, but that'll definitely be your grind later on. When it comes to your armor, yeah, go kill enough dragons to get yourself into hell, or the executioner boss, the guy with the axes, enough times to get yourself into hell, or go kill the Reaper boss enough times, the dude with the scythe, to get yourself in hell. So, quick and easy. Go kill Crimson Dragons for platinum ingots on level 6 or level 7 islands, and that way you can get Crimson Dragon, and then whatever scale of the boss you're fighting, so like the Reaper boss, he'll drop Shadowful scales, so it gives like a magic buff. The Executioner will drop Sinful scales, I believe, and then I think it's Flameful scales for the dragon. So then you get Crimson Dragon, Flameful, Hell armor, essentially. So that'd probably be your best opportunity for stacking your enchants there. Otherwise, once again, the iron armor is really useful. You can get the Crimson Dragon iron ingots, you can get Dangerous iron ingots, you can get Thief Boss iron ingots. You can also get Dangerous leather. I'm pretty sure you can get Thief Boss leather. There's a bunch of other leathers that are still pretty useful as well. So the iron armor has some good opportunities if you're at that mid game and struggling to start one-shotting bosses, or just speed up your boss farm a little bit. So I think that's going to cover all of our weapons, accessories, and that stuff, y'all. The two-hander build is also viable. There's just, they don't really have any great two-handers out at the moment. So you can get this guy up. The magic stones are dropped from bosses in hell. It's a 10% chance, I believe, so you can use the sin potions to up the odds. But at best bet, maybe you find a cool one of these in a chest, hold on to it, because then you can use the magic stone to turn this into essentially the same thing, but the magic stone you can get War God enchant on, which is pretty useful for attack build. So found like a dangerous rainbow fire sword of suitor, held on to it. If I ever have the balls to try and throw the War God magic stone on there and hope for the best, yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyways, that'll cover our weapons and armor and stuff. Hope that's useful. Once again, if I didn't answer any of your questions, please let me know down below or hop in the Discord. On to the XP farm. What is this monstrosity, you ask? Well, this is our XP farm. That guy over there doesn't matter. We got 2 green mono pools. We got some big boys. Now yours don't need to be level 255. We got a cannon, a conveyor belt, and a wall. So when I hop in the cannon, I hit the wall. The game actually lets me hit whatever's on the other side of the wall, thus knocking that thing into the water. And since I'm the last thing that hit it before it went in the water, and it slowly dies, I'll get the kill. Oh god. Alright, let's see it in action. There he goes. Now, it does matter which way you are facing. We got him, coach. So it does matter which way you're facing. Make sure you're facing the wall, because if you're facing away from it, it won't actually hit them that hard. Oh no, he staggered. We got him, coach. And boom. Yeah, if I had any more XP to gain, I would gain XP. So if you care to be a mad scientist, you can always set this up. Another easy option is quite literally just build a giant pen, breed a bunch of high-level elephants in there, get your magic skill Frost Mine maxed out, and get some decent magic gear. And then yeah, just go ham on them. Sadly, you can't actually use Lightning Ball because it doesn't hurt friendlies. So you'll have to use Lightning Bolt or Frost Mine. So maybe throw together a fast cast build with Magic Grasp and fast cast, and then I don't know, Frost Mine or whatever else works for you. Maybe even an infinite flamethrower so you can just burn cows for days. Find something. Anyways, that's the XP farm, guys. It can get you up to level 50 pretty quickly. And when it comes to training your pets, yeah, I think they're capped at level 50 at the moment. So honestly, if you just run around the wild, and to be fair, it's fun, run around the wild with your pet dragon long enough, you'll get to max level. Or go kill a griffin a couple times. Some other quick tips for you. Make sure you get some sushi. Don't worry about the food on 1 and 2, but you can get some sushi from the merchants. Works really well for upping your attack. Only lasts for, what, like 30 seconds, I think? Yeah, only lasts 30 seconds, but that's a pretty good buff. 300 to your base attack, 300 to your base magic, plus 50 to defense is huge. Another quick tip for you. Anything over like 150, 180 defense is pretty sturdy. At 200 defense, most high-level bosses won't be able to do too heavy a damage on you. And then at like 300 plus defense, you're basically immortal. So defense goes a long way per point in this game. So that's why I usually recommend, I think the ring gives you like 2 defense, as opposed to the amulet gives you 2 attack and 2 magic attack. So anyways, defense does pretty good in this game. Another solid tip, just learn how the monos and how to automate your things. So yeah, I know there's a lot of different options. Get creative with it. I get a bunch of different videos if you need some inspiration on just big automation stuff. There's no one way to do it all. Just I've seen tons of different options. So have fun, get creative. I've easily dropped hours in just making automations and different bases. So it can be some of the best times in the game. Another tip, check out my bow build. Yes, bow is probably one of my favorite builds in the game. The toxic arrows are amazing. And just like the versatility of the bow build feels good. You can still hit some pretty crazy numbers. I think I've done like 1.5 mil damage with a headshot. So anyways, useful. For those that are stuck trying to find the boss that they're looking for, it's just RNG. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe find a buddy that already has the dungeon, but like, Yeah, you just gotta keep searching through dungeons on islands until you find the Executioner, or the Griffin, or the Soul Reaper, or whoever it is. Sometimes it takes a while, but the bosses are definitely where you're gonna find the best materials, or the best weapons that you can start refining into some good endgame gear. So find your bosses. Last thing for y'all, I got a video covering Anubis and Hell, but the Indulgence of Anubis you can collect on Hell Island level 5 and level 6. The Anubis at the top, when you kill him, he'll drop a number of these scrolls equal to what his current level is. Every time you kill him, his level will increase. And then on Hell Island level 7, he will drop Sin Potions. There'll be the green version, which 5 of those turns into the blue, 5 blues turns into the purple, and 5 purples turns into the gold, or the legendary option, which gives you 10 times the drop chance opportunity and for enchants to appear. So it's amazing. It's basically guaranteed for best in slot drop from the boss or whoever you're fighting. But yeah, again, he'll drop number of those equal to whatever his current level is. Level 50 is manageable. When you get into like level 70, 80, starts to get a little rough. And yeah, overall it gets to be a pretty terrible experience. So, good luck in Hell. I hope the video was useful, guys. Let me know down below if there's anything else I can help you out with, or hop in the Discord, find a game, or share what y'all have found useful. So the Xbox players, again, welcome to all of my PC crew that have been here with me over the long years since it's been last September and the initial release on Steam. It's been a wild ride, y'all, so we got some more content coming September 30th, and yeah, I'll be here for you. Let's see what happens. Anyways, good luck, enjoy the ride, and I'll catch you at some point, guys. Peace out, y'all.